In the quiet town of a place where the sun baked the clay and the river waters whispered secrets of the past, a man named Terah lived with his family. He was not a king or a warrior, but a simple man who understood the weight of tradition and the pull of the unknown. Among his sons, Abram stood out, not just for his wisdom, but for a peculiar destiny that would change the course of history. This is the story of how a family's journey became a cornerstone of faith and a symbol of divine guidance. Terah's lineage was marked by the birth of 3 sons: Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Haran, the youngest, had a son named Lot. But tragedy struck early when Haran died, leaving Lot in the care of his grandfather. The family's roots were deep in a city known for its grand ziggurats and bustling markets. Yet, there was a sense of restlessness, a feeling that perhaps their destiny lay elsewhere. Abram and Nahor both married, with Abram taking Sarai as his wife and Nahor marrying Milcah, the daughter of their late brother Haran. Sarai, though beautiful, was barren, a source of sorrow and frustration for Abram. Despite this, their bond remained strong, a testament to the deep love and commitment they shared. Terah, driven by a mix of ambition and a sense of divine calling, decided to uproot his family and set out for the distant land of Canaan. He took with him Abram, Lot, and Sarai, along with all their possessions and the people they had acquired in Haran. The journey was arduous, filled with the challenges of travel in a time when roads were scarce and the elements were harsh. They faced bandits, natural disasters, and the uncertainty of where they would find their next meal or a place to rest. After a long and difficult journey, they finally reached Haran, a city that offered a temporary respite. Terah, who had led the family with a steady hand, died there. It was a significant loss, but the journey was far from over. Abram, now the patriarch, received a direct call from God. The divine voice instructed him to leave his home once more and travel to an unknown land. This land, though not named, would become the cornerstone of a new chapter in human history. Abram, now 75 years old, obeyed without question. He took Sarai, Lot, and all their belongings and set out for Canaan. The journey was a test of faith and endurance. They crossed through Shechem and built an altar to the Lord, a symbol of their devotion and gratitude. The Canaanites, the people already living in the land, were a reminder that this was not an empty wilderness, but a place with its own history and inhabitants. Despite the initial challenges, Abram and his family found a place to settle, pitching their tents and building more altars. Abram's faith was rewarded when God appeared to him and promised that this land would belong to his descendants. The promise of a future, a legacy, and a home was a powerful motivation. Abram, who had started as a simple man from was now a patriarch with a divine mission. However, the journey was not without its trials. A famine in the land forced Abram to seek refuge in Egypt. This decision led to one of the most dramatic episodes in his life. Sarai, known for her beauty, posed a threat to Abram's safety. Fearing for his life, Abram instructed her to say that she was his sister rather than his wife. The Egyptians, captivated by her beauty, brought her to Pharaoh's court, and Abram, in turn, was showered with gifts and wealth. But God, who had watched over Abram and Sarai, was not pleased with their deception. Pharaoh and his household were afflicted with terrible plagues, a stark reminder of the consequences of lying and the power of divine intervention. Realizing the truth, Pharaoh confronted Abram and ordered him to leave Egypt with Sarai and all his possessions. This episode, though fraught with danger and moral ambiguity, ultimately reinforced Abram's faith and the special relationship he had with God. The story of Abram, later known as Abraham, is a powerful narrative of faith, obedience, and the transformative power of divine guidance. From the quiet town of Ur to the vast, unknown lands of Canaan and Egypt, his journey was marked by trials and triumphs, moments of doubt and moments of profound clarity. Through it all, he remained steadfast in his belief, a beacon of hope and a symbol of the enduring covenant between God and humanity. In the end, the journey of Terah's family, and especially Abram, is a testament to the idea that sometimes the most significant changes in history begin with a single step of faith. The conclusion of this story is simple. It is the beginning of a legacy that continues to inspire and guide millions of people around the world.